Your highs, your lows, your loves, your losses. This is Your Soul Care Companion podcast, hosted by Marcus and Marion. Your Soul Care Companion podcast, the place where faith, passion, and determination create the greatest stories ever told.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Your Soul Care Companion podcast. I am Marcus Keith.
And I am Marion Jamel. You just stay wanting to be like me. But see, I started the two-name thing, y'all.
That's fine. We could be the two-name gang. Today we got a very special guest. I met this guest, I think it was like sophomore year of high school. It was either sophomore or junior year.
Sophomore, junior.
Okay. Yes. And we kind of clicked like immediately, but after graduation, we hadn't really seen each other.
Right.
Maybe
you probably went off to college.
Yeah, but we ran into each other at Lennox Mall.
Can we tell the people her name?
I'm sorry. I'm Charmaine.
Yep, we got Charmaine in the house tonight. Oh my God, and we have a show for you. So the reason I wanted to do a show with Charmaine is because I logged on to Facebook and instantly I saw this post. It said 10 things you need to know about Charmaine. Number 1, both of my biological parents are dead. Tragic deaths. Number 2, I almost died from a staph infection. Like 5 surgeries and 2 blood transfusions. She really thought it was over. Number 3, she has 3 boyfriends and she's still single. Number 4, she has 2 jobs and trying to run her own company. Number 5, I see a therapist on Wednesdays. You should too. Number 6, I thought I was Muslim for 2 months. Muhammad was married to an 8-year-old and I thought that was crazy. Or no, creepy. Number 7, I've been to jail. No felonies though. Number 8, I have counted 600 grand. My God. And my hand was hurting. No worries. Only 50,000 was yours. We're going to get to that. She hates LeBron. And for you who don't know LeBron, that's LeBron James. And number 10, she was a stripper. Not 1 or 2 years, but 10. Love this post.
Boom.
This is what I call taking your power back. And spilling your tea so nobody else can.
Baby, you empty the cup, ain't nothing else to spill.
It's more. It's more.
Well, we're going to start here. What made you do it?
Well, what made me do it was I actually went to 2 different high schools. I went to Mays High School and Grady High School. And Mays High School is a little bit different. It's suburban, upper black, middle class too type of society. Everybody's pretty well to do. Everybody's on the board or something, Morehouse and Spelman type. When I went to Grady was more in the city. You got your hood people, you have your Mexicans, you have Hispanics. Well, that's the same thing, but but you're a different type of world living there. So this guy who always piggybacks me on a post on Jared Milton. He went to Miss Milton. She was our English teacher, but her son went to school at Mays. And he would always kind of like pick at me. And Jared made a post and said he went to the strip club last night and they're overrated. So my response to Jared was, they're not overrated. They're just not for you. Sign ex-stripper. Why did I say that?
Oh my gosh.
So Jay Pearson came for me. He said, oh, I didn't know you were a stripper. And threw dollar signs emojis at me.
Wow.
First of all, what you're not gonna do, you must think this is Players Club, and I am definitely not Diamond. And what you're not gonna do is throw dollar signs at me.
Right.
So he completely kept throwing them and said, I don't care what you think, you're a reformed stripper. Okay. The next morning I wake up, another classmate from Mays posts, let's vent about something. And he, again, on a Sunday, without praising his God and brushing his teeth, goes and say he wants to vent about Charmaine being a stripper. Monday morning rolls around and he wants to make a post about me, about being a stripper. So everybody will secretly say, is she a stripper? Is she a stripper? So I just came out with it like, boom, this is my life. Boom, 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 boom. Either you're going to deal with it or you're not. And you're not going to keep throwing things in my face and using it against me.
Come on now.
In my everyday world. So let me do this. Let me throw it in y'all face. Let me throw my own insecurities, my own problems, my own failures, my own succeeding in your face, and let me be me. That's why I made the post.
So Just so y'all know, we're about 35, 36 years old. And I'm really...
We all 36.
Astonished that people really like bully at 36 on social media.
And what you're not going to do is bully me. Because I used to be a bully. And it's not cool being a bully. And it's not cool being bullied. So... that's how it started, and I got so much positive feedback from it that a lot of people, like probably 15 of my stripper friends, commented, was like, yes. I'm like, yeah, boo, you was there. You know what was going on. But now I do, I haven't danced in probably 7 years after my mother passed, and I beat a drug trafficking case, which I was in the car with my then boyfriend. I said I would never strip again. So I went and got a job. I was on MARTA. I worked at BB for 10 years.
I remember that.
I worked at BB for 10 years, and it was a reality check for me. Like, this is the real world. I did go back to stripping about 3 to 4 times, and I just couldn't do it. And now I work for Chanel, and I do amazing at what I do, and I'm okay with where I'm at.
You know what? Like, let's go back, because how did it feel to put it all out there?
Finally great. Like I said, you don't understand the person that I am. I'm always fly. I always have everything together. No matter how I got the money, no matter who I'm dating, I was that woman. I was that girl, So for the boys that I'm not going to call them men that were in high school that couldn't talk to me and still can't talk to me, always want to pull me down and remind me, oh, you're a stripper. Oh, you just do this. You just do that. Oh, your mama died. I've had people call me and tell me, oh, your mama died and your daddy died. So who are you? You're nobody. I have exes that have done it to me, ex-friends that have done it to me. And it's like, well, let me do it to myself so I can know how it feels. And now it doesn't hurt anymore because I'm not hiding behind something that I'm ashamed of.
That's amazing. Like,
that's a lot of power in that.
It is.
And it was hard.
Yeah, it is hard, but the thing is, it takes a lot of courage to do that, and it is the epitome of what we've been talking about for the last almost 2 years now, Marcus. With taking your pen back. When you take your pen back, you take your power back, and you did it. Okay, wait a minute. No. I'm gonna take control of my narrative. You can't tell it like I can't tell it. Let me talk about this. And that thing, it's so funny because when you start to tell your own story, when you take back the power of your narrative, the details that once embarrassed you and that you were once shameful of, it just kind of energizes you and gives you a little power. And you be like, okay, I said it, and what?
Okay, now what else you got? But all right, so let's press pause because I like details, and I want to really stop and talk briefly about this whole stripper thing.
Okay.
How dare we bully strippers or look down upon women who dance in the club as if they're not equal to us? Like, I remember Real Housewives of Atlanta and Nene Leakes talking about, because she used ex-stripper, and how like a lot of the girls were bridesmaids in her first wedding to Greg. And I'm just like, these are women just like everybody else working. How dare we look down on somebody who is doing legal work?
Well, let me stop. I'm like, the same woman who will say something about, a girl being a stripper is the same woman who legally prostitute and she just don't call it that. You sleeping with every man, but they paying you.
Or a bill.
Or a bill.
So let me jump in and say this. It's so funny because a lot of women like to use, oh, I strip because I'm trying to pay for school. That ain't me. No, you're not.
Well, tell us why you strip then.
I strip because I like nice things.
Okay.
I like money. I want Gucci, Prada, Louis, Fendi, Jag, Benz. That's why I strip. I'm not about to sugarcoat nothing. I was on the MARTA bus on the way to Clark, Atlanta, and one of my girlfriends was in the car with me. In the bus with me. And I got tired of going to Clark and being broke. These girls got Jaguars. Keisha Knight was pulling up in her new Jag on her 22s. I was tired of that. So I got off the bus and I went into this club called Insurrection. It was not a real strip club. It was a juice bar. So I go in there. I'm like, oh, I'm so nervous. And they hired me. So they was like, when you come back? I was like, tomorrow. And I came back and I did my thing. And it was cool. I was making money. But at that time, I thought I was making money. I wasn't making money for real. So inside this little juice bar, you didn't get naked because they don't serve alcohol. And, it was a little bit too much for me. A little too touchy-feely. So a group of girls got up and started saying, we're going to go out of town today. So I want to go. I want some money, One girl came back with $3,500. I'm going. So we driving to Savannah every weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I go down there. I make my first $2,000-$3,000. I come back. I can sleep all week. I don't forgot about college. I don't know what's going on at Clark anymore. I'm above that. I feel that way. I went and got my first apartment. And it was downtown with a view. It was City View Apartments. So I went to school in 4th Ward. Now I can live in 4th Ward. My neighbor is a doctor. Like, I'm lit, I remember my rent was $871. I will never forget. And, so I kept going back every weekend. I would drive down there Thursday, come back on Saturday, Sunday. 3-hour drive, easy. Quick $3,000-$4,000. Good money in the country, because that's country to us Atlanta girls. So guess what I go do? I go get me a drop top Benz,
Okay. Because you done made rent in one night.
One night.
Okay.
And so get me a Benz, and it's easy. How much you got to put down? $3,000-$4,000. Okay, your car note $500. So now I have accumulated $871, $600 car note, $400 insurance because I wasn't numbered, probably 19 years old at the time.
Wow.
So my bill is $2,000. I'm thinking about it now, but that ain't nothing. Mm-hmm. I'm going to work. I'm doing it. So finally, I'm dancing out of town for about a year. And I'm like, I'm tired of being on the road. And the reason why I was dancing out of town because I didn't want anybody to know that I was stripping. Oh. So with my grandmother working at Morehouse College and being a lead, Friendship Baptist Church, and people knowing who I am.
Wait a minute.
Right.
Wait a minute. So you were raised by your grandmother?
I was raised by my grandmother.
And she was a church lady?
This lady was the church
lady who had a granddaughter that she raised as a stripper.
Exactly.
Okay.
So her head is spinning because she's hearing things.
Uh-huh.
She heard I'm working here and there, and she's like, when she get to the bottom of it, she gonna get to the bottom of it.
Uh-huh.
And finally, I'm just tired of going on the road. I'm tired. I'm not enjoying my life. I'm just coming back home, sleeping all week, getting back up, going to Savannah and dancing. I said, I'm about to work in Atlanta. So, okay, I get my guards. I'm working and I go to Club Blaze. First of all.
Right.
On Moreland.
Okay.
So let's stop right here. Marcus and Charmaine are both from Atlanta. I am not. So I have no idea what they're talking about. So
Moreland is kind of hood.
Well, I know Moreland, but I don't know these little places that y'all talking about. So I'm gonna just roll with it.
Okay, roll with it for a second. So Moreland, I'm in Blaze. Guy named Cognac, who knows my grandmother, who went to Morehouse College, hired me. I'm like, cool. So I get in there and I get to dancing. Dances are really, they only have 2 days, which was really a Sunday there. It was a different type of money because that, I'm only gonna make about $800 to $1,000 that night, but I get to go home in my bed and go to sleep.
You don't got to do that 3-hour drive,
right? So I start picking up more days and start getting the flow of this club. You can take this slow night, make you $300-$400, but I can go home, So I started feeling myself, like I'm better than Blaze. I need to, I'm trying to go to the city. What's popping, So I go to Platinum. Platinum is it was Platinum 21. It was a Highline club, but not your Magic and your Onyx yet. Mm-hmm. So I'm getting my lashes done. I put weave in my hair now. I ain't wearing my real hair no more. I'm a whole different person. So word get to my grandmama that I'm dancing. So she think I'm dancing in Magic City. I ain't got there yet.
Okay. That's creme de la creme.
Right, I ain't got there yet. So she go down to Magic and told, because she knows Magic personally, and said, if my granddaughter is here, I would do part-time work at the city of Atlanta, and I will make sure your club has every problem there is to have. He laughed, of course, and I did my thing at Platinum, and then Onyx turned into a black club. Mm-hmm. Jermaine Dupri had this huge party there. So I went and I auditioned. They did not hire me. They told me I had to go to day shift. You got to remember, I'm about 20, 21 years old. I'm not really developed yet. I'm not fine. I'm just a cute girl. DJ Nando was still alive. Rest in peace to him.